Detachment isn't cruelty. It is clarity, and it's necessary. So if you are worried that walking away is going to make you look cold, just know that you are not alone in that feeling. The goal of this video is to help you feel soft, aligned, accomplished, and confident in your decision. Hey ladies, my name is LaQuana McIntyre. Welcome to the Solo Woman Collective. And today's video, I want to talk to you about leaving a relationship and, well, emotionally detaching, not even leaving the relationship, but emotionally detaching from a relationship without feeling guilty or feeling cold, because I know that's an issue for a lot of us ladies, where we tend to overstay our welcome in a relationship that we have no business being in, because we start to feel guilty and we start to feel bad. I want you guys, before I get into the video today, I do want you guys to understand that these people called men that we get so emotionally wrapped up into and so guilty about leaving, these are grown, able-bodied men. And a lot of men are very logical. Most men are very black and white. There's no in between. So whenever you start feeling the guilt, I just want to say that first and foremost, please remember that men are not women. We as women, we a lot of times lead with our emotions. So yes, we are everywhere. Yes, we get in our feelings down in the dumps when a man leaves us. Not to say that a man doesn't get down in the dump, you know what I'm saying? However, 9 times out of 10, not in every situation, but in most situations, if you had to leave that man and you were a really good woman, he knows why you had to leave him. He is not dumb or oblivious to it. And he's a grown man who deserves to suffer consequences if he did not perform in the way he was supposed to. Keep that in mind. Let's start this video, guys, out with talking about what is detachment. Oh, come on now. The camera don't want to focus. Give me a second. Let's start this video out with talking about what detachment is and what detachment looks like, okay? You can detach from someone and still be in a relationship with them, meaning emotionally detach yourself. Detachment is simply reclaiming who you are and reclaiming your peace. It is letting go of the drama. It is letting go of the chaos. It is not getting emotional about everything that this person does. Detachment is, especially when you're in the same household with this person and you're raising children together, is going to be the safest thing you could ever do for yourself. Okay, because emotions can be super duper dangerous. So whenever you detach from someone, that means that you are choosing peace. You are choosing peace. Detaching, however, does not happen overnight. Detaching is a process. Do understand that. But once you master the art of detachment, it makes it a lot easier to let that person go. Let's be clear. So this is what I want to do. I did a video on this previously, but I didn't get to really get into it. I want to talk about what detachment is it, okay? Because I think a lot of you guys have it mixed up. So when I talk about detaching, I am a big advocate for blocking someone. Okay, like, I haven't been like that all my life. Once upon a time, I felt like blocking was, it was petty. Until I realized the danger of not, how dangerous it could be sometimes in not blocking someone. Blocking allows you to be able to process things a lot easier and get over that person without continuously reopening up your wounds. However, there's a way to do it if you want to carry yourself in the most graceful way possible, because we don't do the drama. We don't do the drama of it, okay? Whenever we detach ourselves from a man, we want to leave a lasting impression. The way you leave a lasting impression is by exiting gracefully. I don't care what nobody says. Any type of situation I've ever had, whether it was a friendship or a relationship or whatever, I never ever left that situation in a dramatic way. The people have always thought about me after the fact and wanted to re-enter my life because it was like, dang, I really made a mistake. Look how she handled that. That's the goal. So, detachment, guys, is not ghosting, it is not bitterness, and it is not revenge. So, just to be clear, we are not blocking someone and completely going ghost. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you do block someone, you are welcome to announce that person. Not announce to them that you're blocking them, but announce to them that you're going to take time to yourself. Okay? That is basically your announcement without telling them that you will never talk to me again. Okay? If you do happen to talk to that person again, and again, because some of us have children and we have shared situations, it's either because I have to co-parent with you, but you will not get an opportunity to talk about you and I. You will not get an opportunity to make this about you. This is all about the kids. And I'm going to be honest, if you can find a mediator, if you have children, please do so. Someone that you could have in the middle where you don't have to contact that person directly. That is going to be your best bet. But anytime that you detach from someone and you do it out of bitterness and revenge, it is not sustainable because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. What happens is you end up backsliding to that person because you didn't do it with you in mind. You did it with making them upset in mind. And what happens is you get caught up in this cycle of wondering if they miss you or not. So a lot of us start asking questions, asking family members, how are they doing? Or start stalking their social media pages. And when it seems like the person is doing okay, you backslide because you feel like your goal was not accomplished. But again, the goal was never to make him upset. It was for your healing, for your safety. So we will never detach with those things in mind. I want you to think of detaching like this. Detaching is like closing a door gently, very, very gently, but not slamming it shut. Literally making baby steps. Literally almost winging that person off of you. Okay? But that's not just for them. It's for you. We're human. That's like someone who has an addiction. Whatever the case may be, addiction to food, drugs, alcohol, you never are recommended to go off of anything cold turkey. You must wing yourself off. Period. Keep that in mind. So, this is what I realize we're conditioned to believe. We're conditioned to believe that boundaries make us mean. But boundaries doesn't make you mean. Boundaries are love for you. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ever since I adopted boundaries in my life, it's been the most peaceful but lonely. I don't even want, you know what? Let me not say lonely. Okay? It's been peaceful. Let's just say it's been peaceful, but my circle is a lot smaller. My phone is a lot drier. But I will not take it back for the world because people cannot stand boundaries. But one thing they can never deny is the respect they will always have for you at the end of the day. They can never play you like you are indecisive, like you're crazy. And you essentially feel good because you're being loyal to you. Anytime you get into this mindset where you're thinking that, oh, I'm being mean by having boundaries, and you end up appeasing that other person's feelings or emotions, you're the one that feels hurt afterwards. You're the one that feels guilty about being disloyal to yourself. Because I used to do that all the time. I promise you, I used to always put other people's needs before mine because I didn't want to feel like the bad guy or like I'm being mean. Just to go home and feel some kind of way. and feel like I really betrayed myself. When you could have just had the boundary, let that person be grown over there and soak and mope if they want to. But you go home feeling worthy. You go home feeling like a queen. Let that sink in. Let's get into the next section, guys. The next section is boundaries that make detachment feel soft. Because I know a lot of you guys are questioning, well, how can I detach from someone and make it look like I'm not being spiteful? Excuse me. I have 2 to 3 tangible boundary examples that I put in my notes here for you to follow. Number 1 is limiting contact without announcing it, which I already said that previously. But just to harp on that some more, limiting contact without announcement. I didn't say completely block in this particular case, but again, winging yourself off. That may look like not initiating phone calls, okay? Only letting that person be the one to reach out. Not initiating dates. Because here's the thing, I promise you, ladies, if you stop suggesting little things for y'all to do, little dates for y'all to go on, y'all will never go on dates. He'll just be coming to your house and laying up with you. So stop initiating dates so you can really see who's really doing the work. If you're not ready to completely stop, stop calling him, you can set it up where, hey, I'm just going to call him every other day. Or I'm going to limit the conversation. Instead of being on the phone for a full hour, I'm going to only be on the phone with him for 30 minutes. Keep doing this till it gets easier for you, because there is absolutely a reason why you're wanting to detach from this person in the first place. And 9 times out of 10, whatever it is they're doing, they're going to keep doing it. They're not going to change. And they're going to keep pissing you off and ticking you off. And let's be honest, whenever you give somebody an inch, they always take a mile. They always take a mile. Trust and believe that he's going to realize that that you are falling back, though. So please use your discernment in that particular case. In this case, do not let him fool you into doing better just because he noticed that you're falling back. Understand, as soon as he starts to do better and you give in, he's going to go right back to what he was doing before. Next one, blocking and unfollowing without explanation. Now, this goes against the blocking with when I said block block, but just tell them like, hey, you know what? No, it doesn't. I just thought about that. Blocking and unfollowing without explanation. What that pretty much means is, hey, I told you I need time to myself, and then boom, you unfollowed and you blocked him. You told him you needed time to yourself, but you didn't need to give him an explanation or a breakdown to explain himself to you to wing you back in. I don't care what you say. If you tell him what you think about doing, oh, I'm going to stop talking to you. I'm going to block you. I need to unfollow you for a little while. He's going to try to sweep you off your feet to get you to change your mind. So whenever you say, I just need a little bit of time to myself, you can play it like, I just need rest. I need to take the night off. But meanwhile, you mean that you're going completely away from this situation. So, again, don't get on the phone telling him, I'm sick of you, I'm blocking you. I'm sick of you, I'm unfollowing you. We're done. Don't do that, because that allows him a way to talk himself back in. And that happens to the best of us. Do not feel bad about that. Choosing not to re-explain your standards, okay? Stop repeating yourself. Stop repeating yourself over and over and over again, saying the same thing over and over and over again. Because if he really wanted to change, he would have did that without you having to tell him. and he knows what he's doing. I wish women would stop acting like these are, even though some men do act like kids, let's be clear. They do that because they feel like they can get away with acting like that with us. Men are logical creatures. They know how they're supposed to treat a woman. I'm going to be honest. A lot of times, especially with these mama boys, look at how they treat their mama. But they treat you nothing like that. They treat their mama with the utmost. They do everything for her that you wish he did for you. That tells you he knows exactly what he's doing. He just don't want to do it. He don't find you worthy. So stop telling him what it is you want over and over again. It's okay to tell him once. But after that, sis, stop. Just stop. Y'all gotta get okay with being alone. I promise you, it is not going to hurt you. You're not going to die in all this agony. You're not going to die from not having a man, okay? Let's just be real. If anything, you'll probably feel better. Okay? You'll probably die with a smile on your face. I'm not trying to be funny or cruel when I say that, but yeah. But anyway, so boundaries are not walls. They're doors. You decide on who can enter. You decide on who enter using your discernment. Taking out the trauma, taking out the past hurt, taking out the pain that the other guy gave you. That's why I always want to say, make sure that you are taking care of you and getting to know you first before you date. You don't need to justify your boundaries to anyone neither. You ain't got to explain to him why you don't have sex before marriage or why he can't come to your crib because he ain't took you on no date. You ain't got to explain it. Let him figure it out. He'll notice, dang, she still ain't let me come to the crib. I wonder why. Let him sit there and play dumb. Let him play dumb. You play dumb with him while you over here chilling, having a good life. Let him play dumb. I want to talk about the importance of knowing your why, though, before detaching. Why are you doing it? Why are you needing to detach? Are you wanting your peace back? Are you in danger? Have you lost yourself? I think getting clear on your why is what helps you stay detached. Getting clear on your why is what helps you stay detached. It's what helps you feel like I don't have to earn love anymore. I don't have to. I choose to love me. I choose real love, and that's loving on me. Here are some journal affirmation practices, guys, that I want to give you because these are some things that I have done. I do want you to write down 3 truths you know about the relationship and 3 things you deserve instead. In the Detachment Diary, which is coming soon, I call this the Truth Map. This works because I feel like a lot of us women get caught up in potential and we get caught up in words real bad. Sometimes if we can be reminded, or not sometimes, but always, if we could be reminded of the truth and see it plain as day, that helps our mind go back to where it needs to go. Instead of going in la 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 land, it helps us get back to the root. So please write down 3 truths on why you know this relationship failed and 3 things that you know you deserve. And always take a look at that. Anytime you feel the need to reach out to this person or get back in the relationship or fall for another lie, read your truth. Read your truth. And again, this will be a tool provided in the Detachment Diary. Coming soon. I'm working on it, y'all. I wanted it to come out by September, but I don't know. I might need to push that date off. But it's going to be a game changer for a lot of y'all. I want you to get clarity, okay? I want you to find the strength to not get pulled back by guilt trips or manipulation. So please, if you decide to communicate with this person again, be mindful of what that sounds and what that looks like. Be very mindful of that. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up, but I do want to just kind of give you guys some examples of what peace looks like. I want you to know it's not ignoring your feelings. It's choosing not to, but it's choosing not to live outside of your feelings neither. So a peaceful detachment is morning rituals, tea, journaling, praying. I want you to replace scrolling social media with something nourishing, like working out. Working out works so much, y'all. Like, I became a gym addict after my breakup because it was so therapeutic, very therapeutic, and not to mention the benefits of getting in shape. A small ritual when you block, okay? So make sure that you, again, are grounding yourself whenever you block, because it's not going to be easy. You need a support system. You need an emergency call 911 list of people that you can hit up, because you're going to miss talking to them, period. I do want you to remember that you're not cold for leaving someone, but you are warm for loving on yourself. If this video resonated, please be sure that you hit the like button below and subscribe. I do have a free community that helps walk you through this process called Don't Text Him. Join this group instead. It is a free Facebook community where I provide you with tools and inspiration, okay? So, stay tuned for the next video, and remember that you got this.